Hey yo, what is up guys? Your boy is back with my WrestleMania 38 Night 2 review, and let's get into it. Let's talk about it. As always, star ratings are in the description below, so make sure to check those out if you want to know what I rated the matches. And let's get into it. So, Night 2 opened with yet another Randy Orton match, same as last year's where he opened with Bray Wyatt. This year he's opening in a tag team with Matt Riddle. And man, as I've said it before, I will say it again, they are over as all hell. Man, and they got the victory here, and a very, very entertaining match. I'm a little sick and tired of all the diving and stuff out of the ring. It wouldn't be so bad if it really only happened at big shows, but yeah, this was a really good match. I was a big fan of it. The Street Profits, Montez Ford, he's getting better and better. I've noticed like he sells a lot better. He doesn't really do as much stupid shit as he used to normally do in the ring. And yeah, I actually really, really like this match. The RKOs by Riddle and Randy Orton. It was a great storyline and a great win for them both, and a really good way to open the show, as I knew they would. So next up, we're going to get a big man match, Bobby Lashley versus Omos, and I really, really like this match. These matches, they don't get a lot of credit from internet fans online. Like, they don't really understand that there's other styles of pro wrestling outside of flips and dives and chain wrestling and stuff. So I like the power. I'm a fan of the power style. I don't understand why people hate on it so much. Like, watching big guy, because like not everyone can do what Rey Mysterio can do, but hey, not everyone can do what guys like Andre the Giant or the Big Show can do and just pick people up and throw them around. Same as Omos. Not everyone can do what he can do, and not everyone can do what Rey Mysterio can do. So, yeah, I was actually quite a big fan of this. Like, Bobby Lashley just booked as a total underdog, having to fight from the bottom, and getting the double spear as one to the back, one to the front. It was a very, very entertaining big man match. A lot better than a few years ago when they did Ryback versus Mark Henry at WrestleMania. This is definitely a lot better, and I'm happy Bobby Lashley got the win here. And on Raw, him and MVP broke up, so now MVP's going to go off with Omos, which is a really good pairing. And yeah, Bobby Lashley, I would like to see him challenge Roman for the belt here, but I don't think we're going to get that, but I kind of wish we would. So either way, I think he's going to be working with Omos for the next 2-3 months here. So yeah, a lot of good stuff I'm expecting, because this was a good match here, and I don't think a lot of people on the internet are going to give it the respect that it actually deserves. But over here, we know we keep it real. We're fans of pro wrestling, all styles, different things. So here we go, Bobby Lashley and Omos. I give it a thumbs up. I thought it was a good match. Next up, I couldn't really rate this match because it wasn't really a match. I didn't know how the fuck to rate this. Johnny Knoxville versus Sami Zayn in Anything Goes match, and this match was very, very entertaining, and the crowd was really into it and really entertained. Sami Zayn, best guy to work with, a very, very entertaining heel. Just a goofy match overall. It was entertaining for what it was, but it's not like the type of match that I really get into. Really, really entertaining, but yeah, it was quite funny. There's tasering, and like Johnny Knoxville got a taser, and then they got a boot that kicked Sami in the nuts. And then there was this random hand that smacked Sami when he was trying to run away. Then there was the table full of mouse traps and stuff. It was a very, very jackass style match is what they were going for. And a lot of people, I saw people saying like, how is it WWE markets themselves? They're supposed to market themselves towards kids, and yet here they are having Steve Austin and Brock Lesnar and Jackass on these shows. And it's like, WWE is actually a program for everyone. Just because it's rated PG doesn't mean it can't be for adults, kids, everyone. WWE is, as it says, then, now, forever, together. That's what it's about. And so I saw some people saying that's like really dumb shit there. It's like, no, it's for everyone. Everyone can get it. Fighting is human nature. So this is for everyone. So yeah, just dumb shit there. Next up here, again, was the women's Fatal 4-Way match, and I thought it was good. It just wasn't great. It was just a definitely kind of forgettable, really. There was nothing really, I can't really remember much about it, and I just watched it. So that's kind of what it says about it. Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley, they look really good together. I like how they actually match well and stuff. I can't really say much about it. There was that really cool spot where Sasha and Liv dived out of the ring, going on each side. And Sasha Banks, she breaks her streak of losing at WrestleMania. And yeah, so now she was like the reverse Undertaker, but like Brock Lesnar, she's the one. She broke the streak. The crowd was dead silent after this. All right, so moving on to my favorite match of the night, which was Edge versus AJ Styles, and Edge just had like AJ. Okay, sorry, start with AJ. AJ came out to this match already bleeding, so he must have been getting mugged before the match even started. And then Edge came out, and I love his new entrance theme. I love the entrance of it. It looked really cool, like Mortal Kombat-esque. Very death metal entrance from Edge. Brood. He's really going back to the Attitude Era stuff, and I'm really liking it. And yeah, the match itself, I don't know what people thought of this. I really, really enjoyed this match. I thought this was really, really good stuff here. The transitions between with Edge working over AJ's midsection to AJ working over Edge's leg. I really, really like the psychology of the match and Edge going back to that because he's going to obviously soften him up for the spear, and AJ looking for what I like him. They called it the calf killer, but he got the calf crusher on. So yeah, I thought this was just a really, really awesome match with Damian Priest appearing at the end which got AJ distracted and Edge hit the spear and the victory. So yeah, the crowd, they were really, really into this match too. You could tell they were popping for all the spots. I want to go back and rewatch this match actually because I really, really enjoyed it. So yeah, I don't know if I like this more than Cody and Rollins or what, but I rated it 4 3/4. I really thought this was a great wrestling match. Really good psychology. Especially they were selling moves and stuff. Oh man, it was good stuff here. I really, really like this, and the feud's going to continue too. So we're going to get more matches out of this. So I can't wait to actually see that. Next up here was the only reason this was here was just kind of give us a break between the great AJ and Edge match and what would come next, which was a really awesome segment here. So Sheamus, Ridge Holland versus the New Day. Nothing to really say about it. New Day came out with Big E-styled wrestling gear, which they looked way more jacked in. And yeah, this really it just seemed like such a SmackDown thing to have on the show. I really didn't like this very much, but outside of that, whatever. Moving on. Pat McAfee versus Austin Theory, and this is a very, very entertaining feud here. Like Austin Theory, I really like Austin Theory. I think he's great, and Pat McAfee, he's a really great athlete. He played in the NFL, and yeah, I loved his entrance with the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders and him kicking the ball. And then man, he can fucking pump that thing like damn. And yeah, it was a really, really entertaining match, and I like that how he stole Omos's ring gear pretty much coming out for this. He was all bedazzled and stuff, but it was entertaining, like cool as commentary and stuff like that. I really liked this, and Austin Theory just being a great heel. And then Pat McAfee picks up the victory, and yeah, and then after that, Vince McMahon gets in the ring. They have a match, and yeah, Vince McMahon, he was never really a great pro wrestler, but he definitely wasn't here. And yeah, he looked every bit of 76 years old. I said the same thing about Steve Austin in my last video about how he looked like a 60-year-old man with bad knees and a bad neck. Well, Vince McMahon looked like a 76-year-old man who never could work in his life. But yeah, very entertaining stuff. And then Stone Cold comes out after, stuns everyone, just great shit. Vince McMahon takes the worst stunner fucking imaginable, stuns Baron Corbin, really entertaining stuff. So this whole segment, 20, 30, 40-minute period here, really entertaining stuff and really got the crowd into it. So lastly, and hopefully this is the last time I have to talk about this fucking feud. It's not that it's terrible or anything like that. It wasn't that it even was a bad match. I actually quite enjoyed the match. It was Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar. It had a very, very big fight feel to it, and their third WrestleMania main event together. And it definitely had a much better feeling than their last one. And I really like the spot where Roman hits Brock with the belt, and then he hits him with the spear, and everyone thinks it's over. And Brock gets a big kick out there. It was really, really good stuff, but they're really keeping Roman strong. Then there is the end of the match where Brock gets him in the Kimura, and Roman says his shoulders popped out, but then there's another exchange, and Roman hits the spear on him. So yeah, I actually quite liked this match, and I thought it had a really good intensity to it, and had some really memorable spots to it, and just overall the big fight feel to it, and the announcements right before, it just felt like just such a big deal. Sorry guys, I am pretty exhausted. But yeah, overall, I got to give this show a thumbs up. I thought it delivered. I thought the Pat McAfee stuff was really, really good and really entertaining. I thought that the main event felt like a big deal. The crowd was into this. It had a much different atmosphere than 4 years ago when Brock and Roman had their last match at WrestleMania. I like the opening with the tag team. Now, it's not going to... I like last year's night, too, a lot better. I just thought it had a better overall, more memorable stuff on it. But this... It had some really, really good stuff on it. Edge versus AJ Styles, an amazing match. And yeah, so overall, I got to give the show a big thumbs up. And I'm going to be making another video here talking about more of how great these shows actually did. So good on WWE. These were really good pay-per-views. And yeah, that's all I have to say. So next month, I think I'm doing Backlash, WrestleMania Backlash. So see where everything goes from there. Anyways, peace out, guys.